If it gets this, then that's cracked. But yeah, I'm gonna leave my marker there. Okay, closer than me again. Let's go. That's an impressive guess, I must admit. What's good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today, I'm joined by Ethereal, who is into AI and all kinds of things like that. He has created a Geoguessr AI in the past, and today he is joining me because he's going to be showing off OpenAI's capabilities on Geoguessr. Now, he made a video on it the other day where it was playing really, really well, and so we're going to have to see how it goes against me in a duel today. So, do introduce yourself, Ethereal, and tell us a little bit about the AI.
Yeah, so thanks for having me on the channel. Like you said, I'm an AI student studying CS at MIT. I've built an AI model in the past, and OpenAI recently rolled out this new feature where ChatGPT can basically take in images and basically run inference on the images as well. And it actually performs surprisingly well in Geoguessr. So today we're just going to test that out.
When I saw your video on it, I was also shocked as you were how well it was performing. So it is possible that it could beat me here today. Kind of unlikely, but we could definitely still see some cracked guesses, I imagine. So let's get straight into things here. So we'll let the AI look around. I'll play no moving, panning, or zooming. I think that's pretty fair because the AI is ultimately only going to work off of 2 pictures anyway. And yeah, let's get straight into the first round here. Okay, so as for me here, I think this one's going to be Russia somewhere. This kind of very much like sparse looking small trees, you know, European style road lines. So I'd expect this to be somewhere up in maybe Nenets autonomous oblast here. So I'm going to guess like near Nadim here. I feel like this is a pretty good guess. So I'm going to leave my marker there, and now let's let ChatGPT have its run.
Yeah, so it's cooking right now. It always gives like a very long explanation. Honestly, just gives really ambiguous explanations. My intuition is that this explanation isn't actually what GPT is basing its answer off of. I think it knows immediately, but it really just like kind of like it reconstructs an answer from what it sees in the image that has nothing to do with like its reasoning, which is really interesting to think.
I was going to agree because in your video, it would have very specific answers, like getting the right state, and then it would just like give a description that could be 100 places. So I think you're right about that. Okay, so where's it saying this time?
So right now it just enumerated, like it said Russia, Canada, Sweden, and Finland. And then it says the quality of the road and its maintenance leans more towards, okay, it literally like ruled out Russia, which is,
ooh, interesting.
It's not, yeah. So I think like the performance has really been fluctuating the past few days because OpenAI is still rolling this feature out and it's not stable. And I think today's performance is just not the best. So it's reasoning Canada here, which I can like see from an AI's perspective. But yeah, this is like the fact that it considered Russia and then just ruled it out is it's a bit worrying to me considering its performance from my other video.
Right, and the other video was literally like calling the exact right part of Mexico and all this stuff. So yeah, interesting that it like kind of fluctuates in performance. But okay, I'm going to put in my guess here. And I guess we'll see the AI go in Canada and lose quite a few points here. We'll see. I could be far away still. It is Russia after all.
I guess I could ask. Okay, I'll just go somewhere in Canada, but
yeah, it's not gonna be points anyway.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, yeah, you basically got the road.
not a good start for the AI. That's okay though. Okay, this one's gettable. This one's quite gettable, I think. So for me, this one's definitely going to be South Africa. Yellow outside lines. The camera quality as well really helps here. It's going to be somewhere in the southern region of the country. I'm not exactly sure where. I guess I might just kind of hedge at East London, but it can be anywhere from like Durban down to George, I think. Okay, what is ChatGPT gonna say? I think the fortunate thing is here that it's actually driving left, this car. If it was, I wonder if it would actually take that into account though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like in my video the other day, it literally got Lesotho, so it would be really surprising if it could not get South Africa here.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, it's cooking right now. The explanations it gives are always so long and pretty useless.
Right.
So, okay, it's actually hallucinating so hard. It literally says the white pickup truck in the image appears to be driving on the right side of the road, which is so incorrect.
That's really interesting. So maybe it thinks that's the front of the car here. I guess that's it, right? Got the front of the back of the car mixed up.
Okay, it gets South Africa, but it literally says that it was driving on the right side.
That's so fascinating. How did it still get it?
Let me ask it like what specific region in South Africa it would say.
I'm curious. I'm curious where it's going to go. I think, having looked around, I think it's a bit further north than where I guessed, so could pick up some points on me here.
I'm not sure we'll get it here. A lot of these AI models tend to just hallucinate a lot. Yeah, he's hallucinating. So it says Western Cape, because this is obviously not Western Cape, but it says the Cape Town area has a Mediterranean climate with wet winters, and so there would be more vegetation. And then so because there seems to be more vegetation in this image, it reasons that it's Western Cape, but it's obviously going to be be in the east, right? But
I don't
yeah,
know, like,
so
could it be George? George is possible here. That's the only place. But yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible guess. Like it does. The logic is there. It's just you have to kind of know the coverage, I guess.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'll
Okay,
send it in. I guess let's say George because
Okay,
that would be what makes sense. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt, right? Yeah, it is Eswatini.
It is like Eswatini area. Makes sense.
Also, tree plantations there makes perfect sense. If it could have gotten that would have been insane, but not today.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so what do we do here? This is the first round of the while I really struggled with Southeast Asia versus Brazil. I guess it's the fact that we have a motorbike here and this fence looks very South American, and yet something about it is wrong. Maybe this is the opportunity for the AI to to beat me here. I'm not just throwing for content. I think this is actually Asia. It looks more like Thailand, but the motorbike appears to be driving right. So I'll just guess on the border between those two. Maybe I'm wrong here. But okay, I'm not going to look around this time. I'm going to let the AI cook it up, see what it's saying. I think with the banana plants, I should be right, but...
No, the AI is completely... It's just not a good day for the AI. It's saying Ghana here.
Ghana?
Yeah.
Let me look around to see if the logic makes sense. Oh, is it actually Brazil? No, it is actually Southeast Asia. Okay.
It's definitely Asia.
I guess you could ask if it wasn't Ghana. Where would you go, perhaps?
Okay, it said if it was not, then it would guess in Cambodia, which I guess I can see here with the red soil.
I think it may well be Cambodia. If it's not there, it's Thailand. So we'll accept that guess, yeah?
Alright, we'll accept it.
We'll let it have a second guess. That's fair enough.
Yeah, after all, like the success of the AI always just depends on the prompt, so.
True.
Yeah.
Good point. Okay, let's send in guesses here and see where it is. It was Eastern Cambodia. Bot gets the round where I didn't. That's pretty impressive. 220 points. Of course, second guess only, but still second guess rather than, fifth guess is still impressive. So then I am immediately calling Cambodia here. These roofs, the kind of stilts houses, the brown soil. This many fancy roofs I like to guess near Phnom Penh, but that's going to be my guess. Now we'll see what the bot says.
Yeah, I don't know what the spawn frame was, but there's some Khmer in this image. So one thing that the AI can do is actually read text, which is unlike the other. Be a nice guess. Yeah, I don't know. It can probably just understand that it's Khmer text. It probably cannot actually read. I don't know what languages it is trained to recognize. But we'll see.
I'm curious now.
Okay, it gets Cambodia immediately. It says the signboard displays Khmer script. And then now it's just going to talk about a bunch of random architectural clues. It said it because of the stilted houses that pointed towards Cambodia, which is pretty good actually, I'd say.
I mean, that's pretty much the same logic I'm using, so that's impressive.
I could ask it for a specific place.
Yeah, why not? I'm kind of curious.
But I feel like for this, it's just going to hallucinate something.
Probably going to say Phnom Penh because there are a lot of houses, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, it's saying the environment appears to be a rural or semi-rural area. It says, okay, it could be somewhere in the central plains near the main lake. It says Kampong Thom province, so I don't know. I'll just go for that.
Sure, nice. Well, I hope it gets closer. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'll just guess here.
Okay, I'll see how it compares to mine. And okay, well, it's just
okay, this is not right. Yeah,
not a bad guess. All things considered, it stays alive, so pretty good.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, this one's immediately easy because of the red painted pole here. Just going to be Guatemala. Could still stay alive here, the bot. I would say, though, I would just go central here. Click, I'm actually going to click eastern Guatemala here, but that should be fine. What is the bot going to say? Yeah, I'm very skeptical it gets this one. It's definitely a difficult round. I mean, for the average Geoguessr player, it's just the car meta that's giveaway, but it's not overfit to car meta like an AI like the Atlas AI would be, so... It's probably just going to go off general landscape clues. I think that's what makes this impressive, right? That all the kind of specifically Geoguessr AIs are using the car meta, using the Google coverage. This is purely just landscape guesses, using the language, using using pure clues, which is really impressive to get the right country sometimes. Yeah, exactly. You can feed it a random image that has it's not from Street View, and it will still perform similarly. Yeah, I mean feeding a random image to the Geoguessr AIs that only play Geoguessr, that would be pretty fascinating. Probably wouldn't go well, I imagine. Okay, it says Central Mexico, which I mean, all things considered, it's pretty good, but it's not
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll just guess there.
It's
Move
going
on
to
to
be
the next one.
G's here. There we go. Okay, so a really strong performance there. Not quite as strong as you said in your last video, where it was
Yeah.
calling out the exact province sometimes, but still something. I feel like the rounds were not too favorable, especially with starting with the Russia, so we could try it again, I think.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so starting out, this is an easy Philippines, Filipino pole, driving right. I would just kind of click somewhere in the middle here, I think. Let me just say it's southern Luzon near Naga. Okay, what are you saying, Mr. ChatGPT?
Yeah, this one's probably gonna be tough for it. If I had to guess.
Yeah, kind of looks like it might be Mexico or something with the double yellows.
Yeah. Okay, wait. It picked up like the map in the bottom corner and then used inference based on that. So I'm gonna reprompt it. Okay, it's literally saying Colombia. It's not a good day for the AI.
Right. I mean, Colombia is the country I typically fail on when it comes to Philippines, so I can definitely understand that guess. It looks very similar.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we've even got like round concrete poles, double yellow lines. Yeah, this is a pretty reasonable guess in my opinion. But let's guess. You can just go central Colombia. It's not going to make a difference in points, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's just northern Luzon.
Next round here. This is going to be easy for the AI, but whether it gets close is an interesting question, I think.
Yeah, we'll see.
Very wintry here, which is kind of confusing me. I wondered if it could even be over in Donetsk in Ukraine, though I think it's actually Russia. My best guess is something like around Saratov, something like this. I'll just go for that, and we'll see what the AI says.
I'm gonna prompt it to not explain reasoning anymore because it just takes too long and quite frankly, like really useless. Okay, it says Russia, Omsk Oblast. It's definitely probably not in Omsk.
No, it's not Omsk.
But definitely like yeah, it's not Omsk.
It's not Omsk, but it is possible that it's closer than me. That is at least possible.
Yeah,
it could be like Perm, which is halfway between. We'll see here. What is this actually going to be? Oh, actually just Moscow. Vladimir. Okay, tough for the AI, man. It stays alive though.
Yeah.
Honestly, like not an unreasonable guess. Urban Russia is hard at the best of times. So, and here we have a hard one. I could go the wrong continent here, definitely. I am actually not sure which continent this is likely to be. The sun's kind of north, so I wonder if that would make us somewhere in Argentina, perhaps. The mountains both sides is kind of strange, though. South Africa is also pretty possible here. Looks like we are driving right. Yeah, I think I would go Argentina here. Why not? Like, it's probably my best guess, so I will go in San Miguel. Doesn't really look like that. I will go in Salta, I guess. Not really confident on this one. Let's take a look around. Okay, this is actually Europe somehow. Yeah. What is the AI saying here?
Okay, it says Rift Valley region of Kenya, so it's obviously not Kenya. But I can see how the landscape would fit.
This tree here on my screen I can see is very Kenyan looking, so I can see that guess, honestly. Maybe make it get a second guess here.
Okay, now it's just It's like dead set on Eastern Africa.
Interesting. I definitely see it. I do. And it still may be closer than me here, because even looking around, I'm not quite sure what this is.
Yeah, this is an interesting round.
I assume it's Mexico or Argentina, but I don't know.
Guess I can just go for this Kenya guess. Okay, we'll see. It could be.
It is.
Okay, it was South Africa.
Nice. Okay, getting some points back. 1,000 points. We'll take it. Yeah, that makes sense. Even looking around, though, I mean, I thought we were driving right side of the road, so it made it harder to get, but yeah. Okay, $2. This is one where it could beat me. NPZ, this is not easy. I think it's some island owned by the US. And if we're driving left, then US Virgin Islands or Bermuda should be the main options here. I would say it looks like Bermuda. I think this kind of pine in the top right hand of the screen is more of a Bermudan looking tree. If it gets this, then that's cracked. But yeah, I'm gonna leave my marker there.
Oh, it says Hamilton, Bermuda.
Ooh, same guesses. Okay.
I don't know like what it picked. Like it's possible it read the shuttle service name and literally just like found that like it might have been trained on like knowing that this particular shuttle service is in Bermuda, Hamilton. I have no idea how it
That's pretty fascinating, bro. It would surprise me if it just recognized it though, because it's quite a tourist destination. So
yeah, that's fair.
Okay, well let's send them in. Let's see if we're both right. Okay, closer than me again. Let's go. Wow, that's an impressive guess, I must admit. I don't know what it used to get it, but hey. Nice. Okay, next one here. This one was also kind of a good round for the AI, I think. Now, I would be thinking somewhere in Western Europe. We have an interesting mix of architecture. I assume it's just Germany, but I'm not entirely sure where. I would maybe try... What does it look most like? I'll try Mainz here in Western Germany. Okay, we have German bus stops, so I'm feeling good about my guess. Interested to see where the bot goes, though.
It says Liège, Belgium. I think you're right that it's German. but Liège
Belgium's
is
a
not
good
like
guess.
yeah.
The reason it's a good guess is because we have these curbs. They're looking very Belgian. The kind of gutter right next to the road is looking very Belgium indeed. I consider that, but we don't have any red brick houses. Even though it kind of appears that way, we don't. So yeah, that's gonna be wrong for sure.
But it could be like closer to the Belgian border.
Yes, it could
I don't
be.
know.
It could literally be closer to Liège than where I am right now. It's unlikely, but the bot could potentially pick up points here. Let's see it.
Yeah,
It's not going to survive. I think it's just not quite close enough. Oh, wow, it does. Okay, there we go. Dresden there. Okay, and Japan's another country where it could pick up points on me. I can definitely see that. So the roofs kind of feel a bit southern to me here. Air conditioning unit as well. So I think I'll go Yamaguchi Prefecture here.
Okay, it says Fukuoka, Japan. So yeah, it says Kyushu.
That is, I think, potentially a better guess than mine. Definitely, it's possible.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
I honestly haven't practiced Japan in a minute, so I wonder if it's also used like the air conditioning unit and like the kind of architecture here, or why it's saying southern. But I do really like the guess. It could be easily closer than me. So shall we just guess?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. Oh, it was north
And,
instead
okay.
of Niigata. Interesting. That's going to be GG. Okay, so there we go. A stronger performance from the AI. I have two thoughts here. One, we could play it skewed, just to put me a bit more of a disadvantage on par with the AI. Two, we could switch it to urban world.
Urban would definitely be very interesting here.
Okay, let's switch to that. Okay, urban guesser it is here. I'm gonna lower the HP to 3,000 this time because I think we should be able to get the country most times. So we'll see how it goes. I'm very curious here. I feel like ChatGPT might take the dub here, but we'll see. I mean, surely it will, right? It's always gonna have writing to work off of. First one here is Argentina, this number plate.
Like not all these rounds are gonna have like useful information.
True.
And I don't know like which languages it's actually trained to recognize.
True. For example, we have a thing that says drugstore here. I could definitely see it getting confused about that.
Yeah, it could very easily.
Bunch of red herrings. As for me, I think these taxis might put us in the green and the yellow combination might put us in Cordoba, I think. So I'm gonna go there.
This is BA.
Okay. This could still be closer than me. I'm not really sure.
I trust your taxi meta. It's probably not Buenos Aires here.
Let's see it. It's a big country.
Yeah, it is Cordoba.
There we go. So yeah, unlikely to know taxi matters, but BA is a very reasonable guess. Actually, looking at that huge building in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an interesting one now. Truth be told, I can't actually tell just yet if it's Australia or New Zealand.
There's a place name here that if it picks up on it, it should be able to pinpoint.
I would say that this is New Zealand more so than Australia, just because something about the vibe is slightly off to me. Though I could actually see it being Tasmania as well. It looks like there's a bit of blue on the number plate. That would be very strange for New Zealand, I think, though. I think I have to trust my vibe here. So I'm gonna go in Nelson, New Zealand. Does that seem right with the mountain north? Probably not. Instead, I will go in Murchison, New Zealand, even though I'm pretty sure it's not there, but that's a good hedge. Okay, what do you see when you look around here?
So ChatGPT says Dunedin, which I think makes sense because it says mobility scooters Otago, and Dunedin's the Otago region. So I think that's probably where it like got its information from.
And Dunedin has hills north, so we could be seeing a bit of a ChatGPT 5K here. This is possible. Okay, I'm gonna send in my guess.
It could be any other small. It's probably actually not in the city. I think it might be in a smaller town.
There we go.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay, nice.
Big score from the bot there. Okay, this is the type of thing it's pretty even at. Okay, I like that. We got here a bit of KFC in Thailand, maybe. Thailand urban is not easy. I feel like it's just gonna go for Bangkok on the bot side, but I feel like this is maybe a tier 2 city rather than Bangkok. So I'm gonna go in just one of these random ones in the middle. Take a look around, see what the bot's saying here. Can it read? I wonder some place name here. That's the question.
I'm very skeptical, but then again, I have no idea how they train it, and I don't think even the engineers fully know how it will perform. So it says Nakhon Ratchasima, which is very interesting, which is this province. Yeah, it's the city, like northeast of Bangkok.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. So also got the second tier city vibe, and I get the feeling it's not there. It's looking around. We had a lot of palms here, but of course palms and cities get planted, so it's possible that it's right. Maybe it read something. I think that's kind of the most likely if it's making a call like that. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, here we go. A little bit of reading action. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe it somehow just actually made the call. I assume it's reading, but You never know.
Yeah, I have no idea how. I don't think it said the city name in English anywhere, so I don't know.
That's a cool guess. That's a cool guess. Okay, ChatGPT. Here I'm immediately noticing an Alabama plane in front of us, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're there. I think the architecture fits relatively well though. On this occasion, I think I'll just trust it. And hopefully if it's not there, it's nearby. So maybe not Birmingham. Instead I will go between Montgomery and Birmingham in Atlanta. I don't see any place names having looked around here, so
Yeah, I don't think there's much reading to go off here. It says Athens, Georgia.
Ooh, that's a good guess, I think.
Yeah, because I see one Alabama plate, the rest of them, I see a Florida plate as well. I think this Hyundai in front of us, is that a Georgia license plate with like the orange tint? It could be the peaches. I don't know. I'm not the best at.
I don't think so, but I actually don't know what it is, so I'm curious as well.
Yeah, I'll just go for this then.
I believe it's not Athens, Georgia, because I've looked around there, but it's going to be somewhere in this region, I assume. Okay, Columbus, yeah, right on the border there. Interesting.
Oh.
Good guess from the bot. This one, I feel like it's getting closer to me. This should be Java with the roofs. Or even Bali, I think, with I think we see a Balinesian roof off to the right here. Everything fits for Bali. It's like very hectic and quite nice looking. So I think I would go the Denpasar region. That'll be my guess. Okay, well, it says Bali, so surely it gets it here.
Yeah, it says Denpasar as well.
All right, send it.
Oh, wait, I mean, like, it said, okay, wait, it's not. Yeah, it said Ubud, which is another city. Yeah, it's the same area.
Indeed. Sorry, I misunderstood you there. Let's not forget, ChatGPT is ahead of me right now, off the back of that Thailand guess earlier. And here we have a hard one for it. Well, even for me, I'm not 100% sure. I think it should be Guatemala with the blur, but you can see that blur in Mexico. It's not out of the question. Regardless, though, I think everything else also looks quite Guatemalan. I'll go.
Yeah, so it says Guatemala and then specific area around Lake Atitlan. And yeah, it did say Atitlan like at spawn, and Atitlan is the main lake and it's like the most famous lake in Guatemala.
Indeed. So I anticipate that the bot will get a very similar score to me here, because that's where I guessed as well. And there we go. Nice. I'm happy with that guess considering I couldn't see the lake when I made it, but it's going to be another dub for the AI here, who is really good at reading. I think that definitely makes sense. It's not really a surprise, but okay, here we go. I'm trying to look for any taxis. Don't really look like we have any this time. I think I'll go for Rosario here to be a bit unique. I think it's quite likely to be there or BA.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll say BA. Okay, it says Tucumán here. Interesting.
It doesn't maybe feel quite tropical enough, but maybe there's something, it's red. It's always possible, right? At this point, when it makes a specific call out like that, I'm like, it knows something.
Yeah, it's also literally just knows like this school or any
Found
of
the
these
Wikipedia
names.
article for it or something.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna guess like this, and Tucumán's all the way north here. Ooh,
okay,
it's just BA. So I wonder if there was some kind of place name or something like that that kind of sent it in the wrong direction there.
Yeah, it could have been thrown off. It's very hard to tell.
So the rules here, it's gonna have the normal view. I'll play skewed. It's pretty fair because basically I'm getting a similar picture to what ChatGPT is without any meta, that kind of thing. Should be interesting here. I predict myself winning, but skewed, sometimes you're just looking at the trees and then it's unlikely to win. This one shouldn't be too hard. We've got a European bollard, should just be somewhere in Switzerland, I assume. Be very weird Japan if it's there. And I will go in this Europark, national park of some kind.
It says Switzerland,
Ooh.
Canton of Bern.
Interesting. Okay, maybe it's starting to cook here.
Maybe. I'll just guess. And it is definitely not Bern, but that's the country, right? So
got the country right. Honestly, that's a dub right there. I don't really know how it did that. Not particularly like Swiss looking. Next one for me here. To me, it looks like US or Canada. I think I'll send it in maybe like more Nebraska looking. I think there's a hedge between a lot of the possible states here. I'll go Nebraska.
It goes South Dakota, US.
Okay, well, it's closer than me because this is actually going to be somewhere in Saskatchewan with the extra white lines in the center of the road, which I could have actually seen in NPZ, but didn't. Okay, so it's going to pick up some points here, I assume, and it does. Okay, ahead of me is ChatGPT. Ooh, very difficult one. Big opportunity for the bot here. Was that a mosque? Maybe. I think the way it's so summary, I would say maybe northern Romania here, but there are a whole bunch of options here. I'm actually going to hedge central Romania.
Okay, it goes Romania, eastern Romania.
Okay, I think eastern might be even the correct call out here, so this could be the first of the insane guesses. I wonder.
Yeah, this is like kind of near the Moldovan border, so I'll just send it there and see how it is. but
That was
and it is
Turkey.
literally
Yeah.
Turkey.
That's why I was looking for
Okay.
the mosque. But there you go. Okay. Yeah, the roofs were more Turkish Bulgarian. That makes sense to me, definitely. Okay, easy Brazil here. I wonder if the bot will get it though. It's not necessarily a gimme. What I actually guess here. Tocantins. Let's go Tocantins.
Okay, it goes Mato Grosso do Sul, Brazil.
I
Uh,
I think it's a good guess, honestly. We have a Paraguay palm here, so that would immediately tilt you towards that area. The vibe is very poor, though, which is, I guess, a little bit less common there. So, I don't know. I think it's a good guess. It's a reasonable guess for sure.
It
And if
says
it's
the
correct,
town of
it's
Dorado.
nice.
I feel like it's just hallucinating, giving a specific town, but I'll just guess there and see how it is.
If it's there, it's crazy, right? So, let's see. It's actually going to be here. Okay,
It's
yeah,
not there.
Tocantins.
Yeah,
Tough. Oh, it's 1.9k. I forgot I switched the HP. It's going to have to make a comeback here. Not a bad guess, though, all things considered. Interior Brazil. This one, I would assume, maybe with the wooden pole somewhere in Bolivia. I'll go Sucre? No, I'll go more between Sucre and Cochabamba.
I'll be very surprised if it goes Bolivia here.
Yeah, it's going to be tough too, I think.
Oh wait, I have to wait 5 minutes because I reached my usage cap.
5 minutes later.
Okay, yeah, so it's regenerated now. I mean, it's going Mexico. I mean, I can see like how the landscape could be Mexico, like maybe in I don't know, like Nuevo Leon or something. But
Yes, kind of looks
it's
like that.
definitely gonna be Bolivia here, right?
Unfortunately so, this should spell GG for the bot if we are not horribly
Yeah,
mistaken.
so I'll just guess Mexico. Yeah, that's GG. Unfortunately, looks like the bot's performance today is subpar compared to when I first had the feature. I don't understand why the performance got so much worse, but it could be something where it's just like in a few days it becomes absolutely cracked again. But
yeah, so that's really interesting. Like, guys, I'll have linked in the description Ethereal's original video with the bot where it was just like actually playing cracked out of its mind. The same bot did not show up today, that's for sure. Even though it did have some nice guesses, even on some real rounds it played nicely, but still, yeah, this was a different kind of showing. So at least the humans are still on top in this regard. But yeah, it was definitely interesting. So any final thoughts here, Ethereal, before we say goodbye to everyone?
not really. Yeah, just thanks for having me on the channel. It'll be really interesting to see, I guess, how this GBT feature evolves as it's getting released to more and more people. Eventually, it'll be something everyone will be able to access, and hopefully there'll be some fun there. So
definitely so. I agree. I'm really curious to see how that kind of thing is going to go. Maybe one day the best way to like kind of get a cheeky advantage on Geoguessr will be to pop open ChatGPT and say, "Where is this?" But
yeah, I mean, I think that like this is a really strong base model. Like this GPT model is trained for everything. Like I've used this Vision GPT thing for like classwork. Like you can take a picture of complicated stuff on the board from like 500 feet away and it will still like reconstruct and explain everything for you. And you could definitely like fine tune this GPT bot on just like GeoGuessr data sets in the future. And I'm sure that it would outperform most humans if you just had the right data set and fine tuned it properly. This is kind of just the out of the box solution right now that OpenAI offers. The point is that you can take these models and fine tune them to your specific use case. And I think that it would be very powerful if you fine tuned it just like Street View imagery, for example.
For sure. Ethereal, thank you so much for coming on the channel today and for giving me your time. And yeah, maybe another day when the bot gets a bit cracked, then we can redo it. But until then, thanks for coming on and catch you later, guys.